All right, what's up guys? This is Mitchell Reese, your Cedar City realtor. Today we're going to be talking about a really big job development here in Cedar City that's going to make all the jobs and population grow. Let's get right into it. All right guys, thanks for coming to the video. Like I said earlier, I am a realtor in Southern Utah and Cedar City. So if you're interested in looking for something to live in, buying, selling, or investing in Southern Utah, my number will be right up here in the corner of the screen. And if you're interested in seeing more content on the channel, more home tours, more videos about the city itself, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, hit that bell notification, and we are gonna get going on this video. But yeah, once again, come back to the channel for all this content that will be great to get to know Cedar City a little bit more. All right, so Utah as a whole is really growing fast. And an inland port, they've been building an inland port up in Salt Lake area, and that has just been accelerating the growth in the town. And Utah as a whole just keeps on growing, especially because of that. It's a beautiful place, it's a really attractive area. And then recently, Cedar City has had a rural inland port announced that will also bring 4,000 to 6,000 more jobs just in Cedar City alone. Not only will this start to increase the acceleration of the population in Cedar City, but it'll even compete with the growth rate of St. George, which is one of the fastest growing cities in the entire country right now. So this will be a really big development, really help the city out, and we're gonna see a lot of growth. So Cedar City, with a population of around 35,000, is still considered to be a rural town. That's why the inland port is titled as a rural inland port. But especially Cedar being considered kind of a smaller town, that's how it's getting that title. And it's not really surrounded by other cities. So like in Salt Lake County, there might be some other cities with a similar population, but Ogden clear down to Santa Quin is just like one big city. So that's kind of what sets Cedar City apart and gives it that rural title. And we'll have our first rural inland port in Cedar City. So Cedar City was already growing like the rest of Utah, pretty fast actually. And like so many businesses have been betting on themselves coming to Cedar City, betting on the city itself, bringing their own buildings here and starting to bring their products and services to Cedar City, bringing more jobs, more people, making it more attractive, not just the landscaping and beauty of Cedar City, but the businesses that are coming as well. This tied in with the inland port, the explosion of population is just going to go through the roof. And one of Cedar City's greatest resources, which they continually lose, is their young educated people. A lot of the young people will go to school and they'll go somewhere else for more opportunity of work. But with the inland port coming here, it's not just going to be those blue collar jobs, but a lot of white collar jobs, which will attract even more businesses, attracting more people. The growth will just keep on getting bigger. So like I said earlier, this rural inland port is not only just going to bring something like hundreds of jobs, but thousands of jobs, which is a really big deal for a town of 35,000. There might be some downsides to this. Some people say that with a small town growing like this, they want to keep it small, but the people who passed the regulation on building this inland port say that it'll be really big pro in terms of keeping that valuable resource of young educated people and make Cedar City a more attractive place to live. The attraction definitely comes when there are tons of jobs like this. So the more businesses there are here, the more opportunities there are for work. And it's not just working for one business, it attracts so many. Like so many small towns will have one business that's a bunch of the families will be working for, but this will attract more and more businesses, keeping our young people here and starting families here, making Cedar City continually more and more attractive as the population grows and as more opportunities for jobs, not only with the inland port, but all the businesses seeing the upside to betting on Cedar City. So how does this affect not just blue collar jobs, but white collar jobs? So St. George News stated that BZI's report also states that initially the buildings that will be there will be office buildings and different things that will be done on computers with the developments and getting ready for creating those blue collar jobs, and with all the technical side of the shipping and more businesses like that will really rely on the shipping like that. We'll continue to bring in more white collar jobs, especially at first before the blue collar jobs even come. So just to read a quick quote here from St. George News about the development of this. The company also anticipates the integration of technology, construction, material manufacturing, data centers, e-commerce distribution, as well as office space and residential housing. So a lot of businesses, especially that will rely on something like this with great shipping available, is those e-commerce businesses where a lot of it will be online, but then they can work really close nearby and have their products shipped out. And like I said, all those other stuff like residential housing, so builders, material manufacturing, and data centers, businesses like that. So it'll bring tons of jobs on both sides of the spectrum, blue collar, white collar. This will be an amazing place to look for opportunity to work and to move to when it comes to providing for your family and just getting some good work for you and making the city a more attractive place. So we've talked about the rural inland port a lot and how that will make a big attractiveness to Cedar City, will bring a big attractiveness. But what else is so attractive about Cedar City that makes people want to move here, that made it growing so fast initially before the announcement of the inland port? It's definitely a great vacation destination, especially if you like water sports, if you like winter sports. It's near all of that. If you like hiking, if you like hunting, if you like shooting, it's really close to all different environments to where that's possible. We're about an hour drive from St. George, where it's nice and warm, where you can do all your water sports almost year round. Clear into late fall, you can do your water sports. The lakes don't get too cold by then. And then with winter sports, we've got Bryan Head, which is also about an hour away, and it's really close to the many different activities that are just available when you have all 4 seasons. In the fall, we like to New Harmony has their apple festival, where they'll sell a bunch of apple pies and have a lot of great events surrounding that. The fall, there's a ton of great, beautiful foliage to look at when you go into the mountains and check out that beautiful color change in the leaves. So when it comes to Cedar City, there are so many options of what you can do, and the rural inland port is just going to bring even more options, not just for what to do for fun if you're here as a tourist, but to live here long term for a job, for a way to provide for your family. So Cedar City continues to get even better, and I'm going to keep making videos about why Cedar City is great and the great tours of homes that are being built here. They're doing some great work here. So thanks so much for coming to the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more of these videos about the city. And then make sure to give me a call or text if you're interested in a home in the Southern Utah area. I love working with you guys. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to help you out, and we're going to get you the best deal possible and get you into your new home. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video. You guys have a good day.